Hi guys, it's Erin McGuire here, owner of Pure Light Wellness. So today I wanted to give you a video that's very near and dear to my heart. It goes with a little story of something that happened to me. And, you know, terrible things happen to people all the time. A lot of us go through very traumatic experiences. I personally have been through sexual trauma, verbal and emotional abuse growing up, and lots of horrible things. And this isn't me sharing all of this to have a pity party. It's sharing this to say that the things that have hurt me the most, particularly that sexual trauma later on in life that happened to me when I was about 26, 27, I think is when it happened. That was one of the most painful things I've ever been through. I mean, it was the dark night of the soul kind of stuff that, you read about in a book. And I couldn't believe that it happened to me. And it happened because I got really, really intoxicated to the point that I had lost all control. And so there was a lot of blame, there was a lot of guilt, there was a lot of shame that I let myself get into a place where something like that could happen. Not to say that that gives anybody the right to do that, because abso-freaking-lutely does not. But I struggled with the pain of that happening because I had put myself in a lower, out of control state. And so because all of that happened, a lot of physical pain was there, mental pain, emotional pain. I couldn't trust people. This happened to be a quote-unquote friend of mine. And at the time, I just didn't know why all this was happening. But I saw this little card that I always carried around with me that said, everything happens for a reason. And in my dark night of the soul, I was like, why? Why did this happen to me? What did I do, to deserve this? I went to that blame, that place of blame. And a message came that, this just wasn't your path. You were going down the wrong path. This was my message. Might not be your message, but this was the message to me. You're supposed to be teaching. You're supposed to be helping. And I had taken a turn and started kind of partying again and, doing things that weren't for my best nature. And so it was a wake-up call to my own healing. And I ended up meeting a pastor during that time because I was very much seeking guidance from whoever and wherever I could get it. I went to many different healers, and I started going to a non-denominational church for a while. And the pastor there, Pastor Kevin, he told me something that has stuck with me to this day. And that is that your greatest pain becomes your greatest joy when you use it to help another. And I never knew how that was going to play out for me, because that situation was so traumatic that at the time, obviously, I couldn't see where that story was going to unfold. And maybe that's where you are right now. You're in the pain of it, of whatever that trauma is for you. But what I'd like to say is that I've started to see how that pain is turning into my joy, because the more I share that story with people, I'm currently working on my first book where I will share more of that story, and how I got to where I am. It really has helped people. It's made other people open up and be more vulnerable. And so I share it with you because I truly believe your mess can become your message, right? So whatever mess you're in or have been in the past, to really look at that and say, what did I learn from that experience? How did I grow? And what's the message there? What was the message there for me? And how can I share this with other people? Whether it's you make YouTube videos and you have a channel and you just share your truth, or you write a blog, or you write a book, or whatever, you just tell your friend that is in pain. When you share that story, there's a lot of power in being vulnerable. And that power helps other people be vulnerable too. So you don't know whose life you could shift just by sharing a story like that. So your greatest pain becomes your greatest joy when you use it to help another. So think about what that is for you. What's maybe that trauma that you've been through that you could get out there and share with somebody today and help lift them up. A couple of the messages that came to me from that traumatic experience that I went through was really that you can heal yourself from anything. No matter what it is, physical, mental, emotional, you can heal yourself from anything. I'm living proof of that. And the other two things that I just shared, that your greatest pain becomes your greatest joy, and that our power lies in our willingness to be vulnerable. Because again, the more that I share this story, the more other people feel open and comfortable sharing their story with me. Yeah, I think that's it's important. It's important to share these messages. It's important to share and be open and honest, and not always easy, but so valuable to other people. So what is that story that you want to share? Maybe you want to share it below this video and let us know, like, what's your message? What's your mess? You might be in it right now. You might not see the light at the end of the tunnel. You might be so in pain and feeling weak and tired, but know that, like, whatever is going on for you, there's going to be a message that comes out of that. You're going to have so much strength having gone through that, and you're going to be able to share that with other people if you choose to, and possibly help another person. And that's, to me, the greatest gift. So I hope this message comes to you at a time when you need it and can lift you up. And if you have any comments, questions, or whatever, just leave them below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.